Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Roger, how is it going today?
It's going okay today, Andy. It's not going bad. It's been a long week.
I
We
throw
had a
my
good show.
beer every time we do this stupid intro, and oh my god, did a huge just gallon of beer just it's right on the front of my screen. I basically ejaculated on your face. How do you feel about that?
I, I don't know how to feel about it, Andy. I don't know how to feel. I was thinking about that today. I'm driving. I was like, Andy, when you said to me, you're always doing good. Don't you ever have a bad? And then I hit a bad streak. I'm in a slump. So you kind of jinxed me because it's just been another bad week. And I opening the show, I'm kind of
Yeah, but aren't you excited to be here? Isn't this like the turnaround of your bad week?
This is the highlight of the week right now. Yeah, definitely. Always.
So you should be excited, and basically as excited as our amazing guest is, who we can't wait to bring on. Oh my gosh, Ed doing a double header today. Just got done with the Barking Browns, and now he has to do this dumb show. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine going from that to this?
And we have this crazy guy making his 8th consecutive appearance. It's Dan.
I know. Second time sober, too. Kind of disappointed in myself.
Yeah, we definitely like you more incoherent. So you're going to have to work on that.
Dan.
I do, too. Trust me. There's just other circumstances that, kind of clean it up a little bit. But it won't be for long. The horror will be back.
Are you just taking like a time out from drinking for a little while? Like something going on or?
No, yeah, kind of like a job thing and, doing it for myself, take a break. I ain't getting any younger.
It's very responsible of you.
Hangovers hurt a lot nowadays.
Yes, they do.
But I do want to say one thing. I'm kind of disappointed in Raj because he jinxed the Guardian season like he did the Cavs. He said they were going to hit a wall and fizzle out. And look at him. You some bitch, Raj. What the fuck?
We're not even there yet, Dan. We're not there yet. They're going to get hot and they're going to go on like a 10-3 or 13-5.
Oh, you can't change the story now.
They're going to hit the wall. It'll be beginning of September is when they're going to hit a real wall. But they're going to be streaky. They're going to win 9 out of 14 games in the next two.
Yeah, I went on a little bit of a rant last week about this very topic, but ultimately, let's say, what do we got? 2 weeks till the trade deadline? 3 weeks?
Yep.
How many games should we set the over/under at for Dan and Roger?
Ooh.
We'll have to
I can't even call it.
Come up with a bet, but what are the terms of the bet?
I gotta chug a pint of Jack Daniels, and Roger has to chug a pint of Jack Daniels. Straight up bet.
That's not happening.
All right, well, Roger, you gotta chug two. You gotta chug 2 truths in one go.
All right, 2 truths, or Dan will basically kill himself on camera, which will be really good for ratings. So,
be epic.
Dan, I know you said you have a early night, so I'm glad you could stay up just to jump on. You might be making a little bit of a appearance later on the show, so everyone should look forward to that. But hopefully you'll be back to drinking soon.
All right, good night.
An enabler.
Get drunk, fuckers.
All right. Now let's bring on the amazing Ed in Columbus, who did one podcast, and now he has to do another podcast. He's on like 15 podcasts. I don't know how you do it. How to go, Ed? Is it tough?
I want to say something, Andy. You went from ejaculation. We're gonna have transformation. That we're gonna have the best show ever tonight.
Your audio is it's like you're half a second back in time. We might have gotten the time travel machine a little bit broken because when you talk, you see your mouth move, and then like a little bit later we hear you, but it's fine. We still hear you. So just making you aware. How'd the Barking Browns show go? I am wearing Barking Browns, supporting those.
That is a new logo. That is a new logo, and the best part, if you stand up and show the audience, yeah, that Ed in Columbus is. So right there, and I love me some me, and that's a great looking shirt, Andy. And it went well tonight. A lawyer, and he explained some of the Watson scenario, and he painted a picture. He says 10 to 12 games, and I kind of went, ugh. But
wow.
Great show. Check us out. Watch that back end. But I'm ready to roll tonight, guys. And I want to say this. We got a great guest on tonight, and she was talking about shots, and I got in trouble. I take shots, but it's looking like it's ladies' night tonight, and when the ladies are in charge, we do what they say, take a shot in her honor. I won't introduce her. I'll let you guys do that, but this shot right here, my fireball.
Wow.
Let's
All right,
go, guys.
Can you hold that shot glass up? Like to the, I want to see it. Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice shot glass right there. Good choice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, let's bring on our guest because I'm really excited. We have way too many dudes on the Dawg Chug. It's basically the 4 white dorks. So we always like to bring on the female perspective, and usually that's Jessica or Kelly. So we're excited that another female wanted to come on our dumb show. So with that being said, you all know her selfies on Twitter. You see her all the time. The amazing Yvette. Welcome to the show, Yvette. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited to have you on.
To be here. I mean, when you start the show off with the bukkake, I don't know.
That is very true. That is the first time that happened. I think that'll be another Chuggy. Ross, mark that down for a Chuggy.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
So,
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for we've had like when we started the show, we said if we have 5 people that enjoy watching the show, then we're good. And we have had 5 for a long time, and I think you're number 6, so we're excited to grow.
Right.
And again, to get the female perspective, because we're always talking about things. You obviously have your own perspective, so let's just get your perspective right now. That we don't know how to talk about Deshaun Watson. So, what does Yvette say about the whole situation?
I hope to see him very, very soon. Like game 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here's
And what?
the thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge Browns fan. I heard the talks that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I wasn't going to stop being a Browns fan. I've done that a long freaking time ago. So I knew that wasn't going to happen. I don't hire the earth for a little bit of time. So let's go, Deshaun Watson.
Wow.
I think that he can actually bring us a Super Bowl to Cleveland. I really do. So I'm excited to play. Maybe not this year. I think he will play this year, but eventually we'll see him.
Eventually, we will see him. So you are a big fantasy football fan. You're an expert in fantasy football, I take it. Is that correct? When is the?
Yeah, sure.
Did you win your league last year?
There's nobody's an expert in fantasy football.
I'll tell you,
experts in
fantasy. I am not an expert in fantasy football. I completely blow. I'm terrible at it. I hate doing it.
Hey,
I'm going to need your help this year.
Why
Maybe
is that?
we'll, because I always lose. I lose every time. I think I draft Browns players way too early, and then they suck, and
You
it's just a
draft
big
what?
mess. Browns players.
Browns players? Okay, well, yeah. That's the number 1 problem. You don't draft Browns players.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Can't
I don't
help
need
it.
any other reason to be mad at him. That's what I say.
So, when you're drafting, will you consider drafting like a Steelers player or a Ravens player?
good question.
You know, when I first started the game, I would not do it just on principle because I'm like I can imagine like cheering for Antonio Brown, like, yeah, get that. Like I could, but as I started playing more, I'm like, sometimes you have to, you know, when you watch the game, like pretend you're not really happy, but maybe a little bit inside. I mean, you want your players to lose. That's the ultimate when that happens. Let's do a shot.
You know what, you bet. Let's do a shot.
It's like a half shot.
All right, I'm
like
doing.
Look at
Like you avoid
It's
those
absolute mandate.
players and
Oh, there you go. I got
I'm
some
gonna
scotch around here.
Andy,
but
Andy,
I don't know where it's
I'm gonna
at.
be drunk probably in about 10 minutes. I'll be hammered.
Me too.
Well,
Yes, let's
Here.
I'm sure. The
go, you
audience,
bet. Let's go.
I'm sure the audience is really looking forward to that. Good job, Ed. Sorry it took me a second before this, but anyone that's ready, let's go.
I'm shot in beer.
I got
Here's
a White Claw watermelon, so I'll be doing some of that as well. So
All right.
Come on, Fireball.
When Fireball is one of my
Called
favorites.
balance.
Don't
yes.
do not go back and watch that shit show though. When is the right time to draft a kicker in fantasy football?
If there's a kid, like why they shouldn't even be in the league to me. Like I don't know. I don't like. I mean, if you have to draft him, then that's definitely your last pick, 100%.
That is the right answer. Good job. I can
Yeah.
see you are an expert. Who would be your first Cleveland Browns player you would draft? You don't have to draft him early, but who would you take higher than all the other players on the team?
Njoku this year. I think that
Wow.
he might actually have a chance. Like Kareem Hunt in a PPR league because he's our reception guy. I think Nick Chubb is going to get hurt. Of course not, but if he does, then
I'd like
I
to
would take
answer
Kareem
that.
Hunt and play him in my flex spot anyways, even with Nick Chubb on the field in a PPR league.
I'd like to
love-
answer that.
Roger, you want to take a stab at that one?
Yeah, I want to take a stab at that one. If it were anybody, I'd take the Cleveland Browns defense. If I were to draft any I'd take the Cleveland Browns defense. I think they're going to be a top 5 defense, and if I could get the Cleveland Browns defense, I'd be happy. I haven't played, but the last time I played fantasy football, I stopped at the Convenient in Birdtown on Madison. It was 1991, and I got a Streets and Smith, and we did a draft in the back room of Bugs Moran's in Birdtown on Madison Avenue in Lakewood. 1991 is probably the last. I've tried it since then, and I'm maybe 3 weeks in, and I'm just hitting send with the lineup. Guys aren't even playing that week, and I just send in. I don't laugh. When I was young, I don't have the. I'm an old man. I got 4 kids. We got wife. I don't have the time for it. I wish I could. But when I was young, we used to play it, but it's been a long time. Fantasy football.
Well, Roger, I love the thought.
Fantasy football again, ever. And then frustrating.
Yeah, I love the thought, Roger, but you can't take a defense before you would take like Nick Chubb. That's just ridiculous. You gotta take a defense a little bit later in the draft. But I do think the Browns defense is going to be good this year. Tell us about, you post a lot of selfies, which are great. You're bringing the Browns passion through all your selfies, but I'm sure you attract a lot of Twitter creeps. So do you mind sharing maybe like one of the creepier stories?
I mean, like my DMs, I feel like is a very scary place. It's like, so I don't ever go to the DMs. My notifications are off and be like,
Wow.
like really quick to see what's going on. And don't.
Nobody deserves that.
What?
It's horrible.
No, the foot fetish people too. Like, oh, you should be a foot model. Oh, you know what? Also, I think it's so funny. Venmos. Like, I'll get so many. Like, what's your Venmos? And I'm thinking it's because they want, like, saying, like, give me that, and I'll send you money for that. I don't know.
Hey, and half of them that are sending those pictures are calling Deshaun Watson a rapist.
Oh yeah, I get a couple
Ironically,
of those.
it's the same fucking guys, the same creeps.
I've actually met some really DMs though, too, to be honest. Some like Browns fans from different parts of the world, not just from Ohio.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've actually all came together through Twitter, and we've all became kind of friends, and it's amazing how you can make real friendships on this stupid, crazy app sometimes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you can totally tell and just watching your podcast, like I was telling you, we want to be on it because you seem like
Andy,
people that I would want to have a drink with. And if you're good at that, I think then you should be on podcasts and doing things like that, comfortable. So I think you guys are doing a great job. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you for asking me to be here.
Absolutely, Ed. You were trying to say something.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Yvette, for being a Browns fan. You're doing Browns Nation proud. I don't really have much for you, but now. Do you want to do a shot?
Let's go.
Let's do a shot. All right, let's.
We're turning that into an alcoholic. Dawg Chug.
Let's
I'll
go.
do them happy.
So.
Just so you can see it's real stuff. I'll do half.
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah, you do have to get up very early in the morning tomorrow, right? You said like 6 a.m.
You see me take that off tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
I don't
You're
have
off
class
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So shots. Let's
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Get off, Ed.
Yeah.
That one burned a
Feel
little
that
bit. I'm gonna
Yeah,
lie.
like, you know, it's starting to flare up. Starting to get warm, guys.
Ed, you slowed down on that one a little towards the end. It kind of hit you. Get warm for you.
Roger, the shot.
Are you guys in a fantasy football league?
We are not in a fantasy football league. And actually, the big league that I'm in every year just kind of disbanded. So I need to figure something out for next year, for this upcoming season. Hey, Ed, do you think you could try resetting your phone? Because we think that's kind of the reason you're on a time delay. Yeah, reset and it'll come back on and we'll do a shot to celebrate when you get back on. So, yes, I am not in a fantasy league. Roger, you're not in a fantasy league, right?
No. Like I said, I wish I could. I don't have time. My interest in it level. I like to watch like the people that play it, and like I have buddies that do it and how they can. But I just don't have the time to invest in it. I just don't. I wish.
Ooh, there's an opportunity for me to be in a fantasy league. I would love to hear about it because right now I have nothing. And
we should do like a Twitter fantasy league.
Well,
you can even do
I
live
should play for money though, because it's fun always donating money to other people every year when I come in last place.
I know Andy's in it to win it. I know.
Yeah,
Andy's
but I never.
He's not in it to win.
If he can put some money on it, he's going to. So
yeah, I am kind of a gambler, Yvette. All right, well, let's have a little bit of fun. Ed's back. I think you're going to need Ed for this. Ed? Oh, no, it's still delayed. Say something.
Nope.
Now I can't hear you at all. We usually have technology issues.
It's on every podcast on Twitter. You think he'd have the technology to...
I guarantee everything would work when he was on the Parking Browns. See what happens when they move into our territory? All right, well, we'll do this with Roger and Yvette. Basically, when I was on the Browns Blitz last week, and I had some fun, I asked them a question. Roger, you listened to this, so it might not be fair, but whatever, we'll still do it.
I listened to it that night. I sit on my porch drinking wine, so I barely remember anything that was said through most of that whole. I completely forgot it. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you and Yvette a question. You guys can answer. There's 14 possible answers. You can give as many answers about the Browns, and I'm going to attempt to chug 3 beers. So you have until I finish the 3rd beer to see how many answers you can get right, and we're going to compare how you did with the fine folks at the Browns Blitz. Sound fun? We could bring Ed on. He's gonna run away with this one. So
give me Ross. Oh, is he?
Is this better?
Let's see.
There you
it's
go.
Working.
All right, Ed.
No, my Wi-Fi's working better.
I spoke too soon.
It sounds good to me.
Don't push your luck. You kind of cut out there. Just.
I definitely spoke too soon.
Good, you kind of cut it. All right, Ed. It's all you, buddy. I'm going with whatever you say.
I'm gonna ask the question, as soon as I do, I'm going to start chugging these 3 beers. You guys have until I finish before you can.
What?
Sorry.
We have to answer the question before you finish chugging 3 beers?
Yeah, Ross, you keep score if you can. I'm going to ask a question, and there's 14 possible answers. The goal is to see how many you can get right before I finish my 3rd beer.
Okay. I got it.
All right. So you ready? Ross, you'll keep score of how many they get right?
Yeah.
Hey, Ross is here.
Should have told him the question, but it's pretty easy. Anyway, here we go. Question is, since the return of the Cleveland Browns, name as many defensive coordinators as you can that have played for the Browns. Go.
Fazio, Rob Ryan,
Defense.
what's his face?
What are the years?
Yeah.
99.
2 so far.
Mangini was with Ryan, and then I'm getting drunk. I can't do this.
Rob Ryan.
Oh, I know.
You're like, it's gonna
What's the guy that came
be
back?
so easy.
It's
Name
Rob.
all the defense coordinators.
Ray Horton.
Okay, done.
Dick Duran.
I'm done.
Oh.
So,
3 of them.
We got like 4.
You guys got
Oh,
the 4th one?
Yeah,
No, I don't.
we got Duran. I think I give us Dick Duran.
Dick
Did
Duran.
you say the current one?
Rob Ryan.
You guys didn't even get.
Yeah, I said Woods. I said Joe Woods.
Okay.
All
We
right, so
said
you got
Woods.
4.
We said yeah, we got 4. That's pretty.
You got
bad.
Fazio. You got.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rob
Well, then
Ryan.
it is in fact a tie. You guys got 4. They got 4. So great job. And there were only 2 of them, and you guys were 3. So technically,
We suck.
I guess everyone wins.
I got 0. I don't think.
Yeah, but you were there for support. So, all right, that was fun.
You're here than we
that.
are, so it's all good.
You're absolutely right. I'm gonna drink on that. Dog.
Drink
So will,
on
hey, so will,
Here.
hey, so will I.
Cheers.
You missed Romeo Cornell. That was an easy one.
Well, since he was our head coach, I don't want to remember.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's move on to Spit Sip Chug.
Yes.
It's actually Yvette's going to play Shot Sip Chug. Did I get that right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rules are very simple. I'm going to make a statement, not a question, but a statement. And if you agree with the statement, you're going to chug and explain why. If you are tepid, you're going to sip. And if you strongly disagree, you're going to spit or take a shot. Make sense?
Okay.
Jessica weighing in that you guys, in fact, did miss Joe Woods. So I think I'm going to have to replay the footage to see if you guys actually got 4 right. This is it's getting controversial. We're going to go to a judge's decision. It will be me. It's like Roger Goodell. I am the ultimate arbiter. Okay, so here we go for Spit Sip Chug. Yvette, we're going to start with you. Actually, no, I'm going to start with Roger because it's always funny to do that. Roger, we're starting with you. Joe Burrow is a fantasy football top 5 quarterback. Go, Roger. Go ahead and sip.
Okay. I think he is because of the wide receivers he has.
He's
Because of the
top 5.
talent around him. So I'm chugging on that.
All right.
Top 5.
I agree.
Yvette,
But wasn't my
you're
turn
chugging
yet?
as well.
Am I supposed to be?
You go ahead. We don't do turns
No,
in the
Joe
dog
Burrow
chug.
will
We just
be a top 5 quarterback this year. Chug.
The thing about it is I've seen fantasy like top 5 quarterbacks go 3-13. 5-11, and just but they're playing from behind or throwing the football. But Joe Burrow's got a lot of talent around him. I don't see Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's going to come down to reality this year. But that wasn't the question. I chugged on it. Sorry.
all right. So you're saying I should draft Joe Burrow this season in fantasy football.
Oh heck yeah, I would draft him
I think so.
if he felt on my lap, I'd take Joe Burrow in and give him a home. What's wrong
Nice.
with Joe Burrow? Joey B.
They got a harder schedule, though.
Yeah.
They're going to face some good defenses.
Yeah,
got another chuggy moment.
But in fantasy, for fantasy production, I think he'll be fine, especially if you're doing a 7-2 quarterback league. I would take him for sure.
All right. Well, if Joe Burrow, if you are listening, if you fall into Yvette's lap, she said she will take you.
I would take him.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Two
Ed.
or just the other one.
You could have went to his Christmas
Do you like
party.
MILFs?
Like Zach Wilson. Look, Andy,
Yes.
to answer your question,
Whoa.
They miss a
You're chucking the white
on that.
ball
Here's why.
like a boss.
Joe Burrow had 4,600 yards, touchdowns, 14 interceptions,
Right.
with 108.3 rating. He's a stud. He's just like the Tiger King that he is. And yeah, I'd definitely take him. You know what? I'm not too bad looking on the eyes. And I tell you what, Joe Burrow, you can be on my team any day.
And I'll take Jamar Chase too. That's there you go. The bird right there. I like when you get the two people, like the quarterback, and you get that one great fantasy league.
All right.
That's hot. That's sexy. That's sexy
That was
football.
what. Moving on.
All right. So it's my turn. I will say Joe Burrow is definitely talented enough to be a top 5 quarterback, but I know it's not the question, but everything that can go wrong for Cincinnati is going to go wrong this season. Everything went right for them last year. They are going to see the other side of it. He's going to have an abysmal year. I am not drafting him, but I am terrible at fantasy football, and I am also terrible at predicting things. So it'll probably be great. But I'm going to spit on this, but because there's a lady on, I am going to do a shot.
Look at Andy. You're in
What
trouble.
a gentleman. What a gentleman, Andy.
Okay.
I know he's in big trouble with the other 2 ladies we had on here. That's all I know.
It's very true. Jessica and Kelly, I'm very sorry. I will do shots from now on every time you're on. Although I did do a lot of shots the last time Kelly was on. In fairness.
You did 20. You know what? Yvette, I know you maybe haven't
Are
seen
these
the episode.
Lives?
25 shots of fireball, Andy.
On this podcast,
Jessica,
and it was actually
are they the man behind the man?
Oh, yes.
yes. I threw up like I've never thrown up in my entire life, and I can imagine Kelly was doing the same because, not a good idea. We did a shit show that we said, let's every year we'll do like an episode where we all just get really wasted and have fun, and we're never doing that again until this upcoming off season. But it will sound like a good idea again. Yvette, you're welcome to come back on for the next shit show. For sure.
Sounds like a great time.
It was
You guys
a
all
lot of fun until I blacked out about 20 minutes till the end of the show.
That is true.
And like 10 minutes before that, Kelly was just gone.
Joe Burrow in the Bengals, since we're talking fantasy football.
Yes.
And let's bring in Joe Mixon here. Bengals. A lot of people were high on their list this year with Joe Mixon. I'm the kid. He screws me every freaking year, except for the years that he's good. Third thing about fantasy football, sometimes like when that player just F's you, you shouldn't be done. You should let it go. Maybe like refresh, give him another hold on to that. With Joe Mixon, I'd pass on him because I just can't stand him. Anyways, I was just had to just throw that in there.
Anytime you want to shit on a Bengal player, I applaud you. So thank you for that.
Fuck Joe Mixon. Fuck Joe Mixon.
Yes. Ed, well done. I think we need to do another shot.
Let's do a shot, guys.
All right,
let's go. Let's fucking go.
Shot?
Fuck Joe Mixon. Shot. Let's go.
Do a shot. I'll be right back.
My ability to be a parent tomorrow is suddenly becoming compromised.
Yeah. Fuck Joe
This is for
Mixon.
you. Fuck you. Let's go.
Okay. Speaking of, if you want to see a current version of me blacking out, just hold on for about 20 more minutes and you will be seeing that. Chugging 3 beers and then okay, whatever. Here we go. We're gonna move on to question 2. Roger, are you back? I can say it to him again when he gets. Oh, there he is.
No,
Right,
here
we go.
He's back.
Okay, Ed, you're gonna start this time, unless that you wanna jump in. Assuming Watson,
He starts drinking, and if I agree, I jump in to the chugging.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
anything goes on this stupid
All
show.
right.
So, assuming Watson is suspended for the first 6 games of the season, he should still be drafted ahead of Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
I
I forgot.
Hey, fuck. Hey,
I forgot what. Yeah, Kenny Pickett. What the hell? I don't even know if he's starting. Anyways, I think it's the other loser.
yeah.
What's his name? What's that loser's name? Hold on, let me think of it.
Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky.
Oh yeah, that.
Money Mitch from Menor. That's my boy.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see this. It's gonna be so funny. I'm here for it.
Oh, look at that. He's plastic.
What was the question?
Chug on that. Hey, fuck little hands up. What's his? Say Kenny Pickett. Fuck anymore. Who cares? I'm chugging on that. Deshaun Watson. Go Cleveland. Go Watson.
Why did he have
Go
little,
whatever.
I didn't know he had little hands.
Yeah, he actually measured at 8.5. When they measure at the end of the hands from here to here, and they stretch your hand out like this, and they measure like that. He had like an 8.5 in league history. So fuck Kenny Pickett.
I'm only gonna see the girl from Saturday with the little hands, and she's like, and that's all I see is a little hand girl from SNL. That's all. Thanks for telling me for ammunition. Okay, little hand boy.
What? Ed,
What are you gonna pick with those? Pick anything.
What? I know you have a concrete mind for these things. What was Baker Mayfield's measurement?
I can't hear you, so I'm getting closer to the.
I think Andy. I think it was like a 9 point.
What?
I'll look it up right now.
What is it?
9.
What was the question?
Oh, if he has
Baker's hands size.
Because I think Baker's was a little bit on the smaller side.
They would have killed
It
him.
wasn't.
If they
I
had,
think it was
like,
like.
he had to be borderline because they would have killed him if.
And they said he was
They'd have fucking killed him.
average 9.7.
Okay. And Kenny Pickett is what?
Kenny Little Hands.
Mitten hands.
All right, Ross
hands.
is chiming in, our producer, that Baker was 9.25 and Kenny Pickett was 8.5.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big
Wow.
difference. Anyway,
Huge difference.
He had a dirt.
all right. So this is this is an easy answer. Obviously, I am going to. What was the question? Not question. Statement. You should still draft Watson ahead of Kenny Pickett. Yes, you should, because, like Yvette pointed out, it'll be Trubisky starting the season. Kenny Pickett will.
Trubisky start.
His first game might be that Browns game when the Steelers lose the first 2 games. That would be interesting. Yvette, who will play us week 3 Thursday Night Football? Who will be the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I think Trubisky. I think it's so early in the season. I think Trubisky will at least start the beginning of the season. I don't know by the end of the year what's going to happen. Sure. I think they'd go with him first.
Nice. Well, I can't wait. Either way.
I'll be so pissed off. Don't even get me started on that.
I'm so excited
to
face both of them, but I'm so terrified to face the defense. But we'll see what happens. Roger.
Steelers always have a good defense.
Are you chugging? Are you sipping? Obviously, you're sipping. Or are you doing a shot?
Shot. Oh my god!
What was the statement again?
Basically,
I got
you're
up.
saying, should Watson be drafted ahead of Kenny Pickett if he gets suspended 6 games?
Yes, absolutely. Like, who's drafting Kenny Pickett?
I'm gonna.
Who in that league? Because I'm gonna fucking dominate.
That's just a crazy scenario. So I guess I'm gonna sip on it, Andy.
I think he'll even come on a sheet if you print it out. His name, like, in the last 3
Won't
days,
won't even
at home
show up.
on the printer.
Won't even show up.
Yeah, because they're still there. I wouldn't even take him in a 2 quarterback league.
We are having some amazing Browns conversation here. All right, let's move on.
Yes, we are.
3. So basically, training camp starts in 2 weeks, July 27th. We will have the Deshaun Watson suspension news before training camp begins in 2 weeks. Yvette, we're going to start with you.
What's the question?
Basically, will we know how many games he's suspended before training camp starts?
Oh,
You're chugging if you think we will
I
know.
think so. I think we're definitely going to know by training camp.
All right. So the decision is incoming.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
They have to tell us by then.
Sorry, I gotta pour a shot because that's what I'm gonna do. Roger, we'll jump ahead to you.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, they're gonna have it. I'm gonna chug on it. Chug some wine on
They
it.
probably already know. Don't you think they already know? They're just waiting to tell us all to break it to everybody.
Yeah, they.
To freak out already. I can't wait for the freak out though. I'll be ready for it. No, half of the people are gonna freak out, and it's gonna be fucking awesome to see it. I love lockdowns. I think it's so funny. I'm like, oh.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Roger, did you tell her? I don't even know what's going on right now.
I was gonna say exactly what you said.
Why keep you hitting this god stupid thing?
I can't add to that. It's perfect.
So you chug.
I chugged. Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna have a dissenting opinion here.
Uh-oh.
Everything takes way longer than it should. We all think it's gonna be soon, and then they move the goalpost back. We're not knowing the status of Deshaun Watson until well into training camp. So I am absolutely doing shot.
Have you guys seen Deshaun Watson's calves? TV, I'm like looking at his calves. I'm like, those are some really nice calves. Yeah, I never had a quarterback with calves before. I wonder what that's like. Happened.
You're into a guy with nice calves. Is that like a part of your
calves? It's just something that
what you're looking for?
Like, I don't know. Every time he's on, I'm like, holy shit, they must just like pop out or something. He's obviously built more athletically than our last quarterback.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yes.
No,
Stop.
big fan of Baker, but his calves did not pop out. No, they didn't.
Calves?
I loved me some Baker. I loved Baker Mayfield. I still do like him until he starts talking shit, which I think is going to happen in a couple weeks. I think he's like.
He did a really awesome job. We talk about Baker. We talk about Baker a lot in this podcast.
Wait for it.
He did a really great job of kind of saying the right things. I think I'm sure we're going to get leaks from him because that's kind of what he does. But what he's saying to the media, it's stuff I can buy into. So I'm still rooting for Baker. Is everyone kind
what
of?
What he's saying to the media.
Why don't we go around?
His PR person told him to say. So he's just really great time. I love playing for that city. They were really awesome. They're a football town. We know that Baker Mayfield doesn't talk. I love him too. Love him.
Yeah, so
love him because of who
I just want to say something. I want to drunkenly say something. I understand that players are very coached whenever they say. So are owners, so are coaches, so are GMs. At the end of the day, all we can do is evaluate the words that they say to some degree, and then we can evaluate their actions. And obviously, both things are separate, but they're both important. Baker says the right things, but he does the wrong things. And that's kind of where a lot of people in Cleveland have problems with him. But I can still appreciate that he didn't come out and say, yeah, fuck Cleveland. They fucking didn't appreciate me. I took them to the playoffs. Fuck them. He didn't have that reaction. So at least I have that. And I can give him a star for that. And I can continue being a fan of his journey as long as he never, ever pulls that card. If he does, then he's nuked me and I'm never going to give a fuck about what he does. In fact, I'll obviously root against him. He didn't go there. So I appreciate that. And, that's kind of where I'm at. Ed, what do you have to say to that? Because I think you're looking at me like I'm
on his honeymoon stage of Carolina, honeymoon stage of Cleveland. So, like, he's going to be saying the right thing. Receptions start coming, and then people start criticizing, and then the mouth will. That's what I feel like. That's like part of the reason why I love it.
To your point, I think there's 100% certainty tonight. I think I can speak for everyone on the Dawg Chug that, like, if Baker has a life with Carolina that extends beyond this year, it'll be a honeymoon and then it'll get toxic because that's what Baker does.
I mean, I loved him. I mean, Bud Lights. I made a freaking jean jacket for him. Anybody to talk shit about Baker would be like, my quarterback. That's my quarterback. I defended him until he wasn't our quarterback anymore. So now I have to defend Deshaun Watson, which gives me a massage comment. Do you want a massage? You want a massage? Oh, God. But
you know what?
This is used to that.
When I look at Baker Mayfield, if you look at the history of the Cleveland Browns, you had the championships during the 60s, even before my old ass. And then you had the era with, like, I remember Mike Phipps. I remember when Brian Sipe was drafted. And he really was nothing. He was a second string. They bounced back and forth. But there was a season and a half where Brian Sipe gave this franchise what it needed at that time. Baker Mayfield actually did a little better than Sipe did, right at the perfect time where this franchise needed it before it blew up. Because after Brian Sipe, there was a couple lean years. Paul McDonald out of USC. I loved him because he was a lefty. But and then Bernie was drafted, and it was a couple years of greatness, great football, no championship. And I think that's what Baker Mayfield served rolling into the Deshaun Watson era and championship football, level football, and contending like Bernie and those era Browns did after Sipe. But it was kind of a cushion. It was like exactly what the franchise needed when we were at our limit. We were 0-16, 1-15, and Baker Mayfield supplied that fire that provide. He won a playoff game, and that's what hopefully he's remembered for. Sipe's revered in this town. Personally, he won an MVP, but Baker Mayfield took the Cleveland Browns further than Sipe did in his year and a half. So hopefully Baker Mayfield's recognized later on as somebody that, that's my opinion. Other than that,
I'm one point about Baker too. I'm not. I feel like when he came to our team is when we, like you said, was at our lowest. Just like I love going to the NFL drafts I've gone to. Well, I was actually at the Dallas NFL draft. The whole thing, like from the phone call, he had me at hello because I'm anyways, and it was so to me clear how happy he was to play. That's what made me love him. That whole one, when he got drafted, because I'm really genuinely wanted to be here. He wanted to win. He was a walk on. I love that type of attitude. I love the underdog. That's what we are. We're the underdog. He fit perfectly, and so I always root for him to do good, and I still will until he starts. And then the first minute he talks shit about the Browns, I'm done with them. But until then, bravo. Yeah.
All right, Ed, what do you have to say about this? I can tell you have some thoughts.
All right. Because I love me some me. I love to hear myself talk. And now that I'm drunk officially, shot first, and then I'm gonna go on a 2-minute rant. I'm going to 2-minute rant.
What he's about to say by pouring a shot is ew. Turn off.
All right, here's what I gotta say. Andy about Baker Mayfield, and I know people are gonna say this about me wearing this shirt. Oh, I'm wearing Carolina. Fuck you. I'm Cleveland Browns till I die. I just think the blue makes my eyes pop. Okay, so that's the first thing. Being a gold starter, Baker Mayfield. What do you like? Doing something for your dog or something on the. I don't care what happens to Baker Mayfield. I care what happens with the Cleveland Browns. I don't really care. I think people. I rooted for Baker Mayfield when he wears the brown and orange. If he ain't wearing brown and orange, sorry, you don't ever did right. Would say that because he's absolutely correct. And was I don't know what your question was when it comes to sip, spit, chug, or whatever the hell the name is, but I named it. I don't even remember the name. I'm chugging. I know I just took a shot. We're gonna chug.
That was worth the price of admission right there.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do some of that, and go Browns.
Make a highlight of that tomorrow.
Yeah, that is a chuggy right there. That's excellently done.
That was awesome.
But basically, he said is that I love the Browns, but he no longer plays for the Browns.
Pure Ed, man. That was pure Ed.
That was pure. I think look, we're all passionate though about the team and the people you root for and everything, and whatever. Sometimes passions can extend beyond.
I'm drunk, Andy. I'm drunk.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think most of us are drunk on this right now.
I'm not.
I think I should probably, if I do another shot, I might be getting towards drunk. Maybe I should do another shot.
Oh my God!
Well, all right. You know what?
Who created the name the Dawg Chug? One of the people that. Yeah.
I want to dedicate this shot right here. I've never been to the city of Youngstown, but I know. Jim Tressel. I'm a Ohio State Buckeye. He's young. Let's go Youngstown, and let's take a shot here. So cheers to Youngstown.
Cheers. Wow. You guys haven't come to Youngstown.
And Bernie's from Boardman, man.
Yeah, Boardman.
19.
Youngstown Boardman.
Absolutely. Yes.
Hey,
I'm officially tracked, Andy.
We built a Sparkle grocery store right down there. The Sparkle grocery store. We just built a new one down there.
Oh, really?
That's awesome. Ed just did a half shot of 66 proof Fireball, and now he's shit faced. It's awesome.
He's just 66. You're right.
You don't have to.
Buzz on tail.
That's not the gas station stuff, Ed. You were drinking
like the gas station stuff is 44 proof. This is 60.
Right. Yeah, I know.
And I'm trashed. I'm trashed.
All right. And if there's one thing about Browns fandom right now that frustrates you, what is it? Like, who are you angry at?
It's fucking cucks. You love the Cleveland Browns. Stop being, but my quarterback's in your vet. You go to McDonald's or wherever you want to go. You go to Subway. You don't ask the person behind the counter or not. You just get your food and you eat it. I'm sorry, people. I would do allegedly what you did, but I love the Cleveland Browns. Stop being fucking cucking team. I love the city of Cleveland. I was born in Cleveland, and you should root for the Cleveland Browns no matter who's playing quarterback. Even if the devil is playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to root for him because that's what you should Browns.
Hey, I'll tell you what, when we get Satan quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, I'm fucking rooting for Satan.
There you go. If we pass on to Sean Watson,
I gotta lose if we got Satan quarterback. I'm just saying.
Let's say, Ed, Nancy Pelosi is named the new quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Are you rooting for her?
I don't have to vote for her, so I'm rooting. Yes,
you'll still root for her.
You would root for Nancy Pelosi.
I want her to succeed if she's at and Nancy Pelosi is playing. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Hey, let's go, Nancy. Let's go. That's the only podcast. Andy, that's the only time you're ever going to hear me say that shit. I know you like politics and shit like that. So yeah, go Nancy Pelosi. You can clip that shit all you want.
Ed is a huge fan of Nancy Pelosi. We just heard it here first.
You heard it here. Heard it here.
You bastard, Andy.
She's doing weird things with like making money off the Americans with her stock trades. Like, don't you have any credibility? Like, you're just gonna sweep that under the rug and say, "Oh, I'll root for her," even though she's stealing from Americans. You know what? I respect
the name of the stadium is First Energy Stadium. Do you remember how that's working out right now? So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about one thing only what the product on the field and winning a Super Bowl for my Cleveland.
All right. Well, Ed will sell out America to make the Browns win.
Nancy Pelosi like a good massage. That's what I want.
She likes her hair done. I know she likes her hair done. I know that because she don't care about COVID rules when it comes to getting her hair.
I kind of noticed we had some like retweets of the promos today of people that I've never. If you're watching the show for the first time tonight, and we seriously had a discussion about Nancy Pelosi playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, we did.
Tune in every Wednesday night, and you're going to get the same kind of nonsense every fucking Wednesday night.
Condoleezza Rice is now a part owner of the Broncos, so it could happen.
It can happen.
Which a Browns fan, Condoleezza Rice, she used to do that for the NFL.com. She'd have the number 6. Condoleezza Rice, big Cleveland Browns fan. It hurts my heart that she went to Denver. So Condoleezza, but now that you're a Denver Bronco, I'm not going to say F you because, look, you were Secretary of State. But Condoleezza, I hope when the Browns play you, then
think she was a Nazi.
You. Not a Nazi. She's not a Nazi.
Are you sure? Pretty sure
no, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Somebody's a goddamn Nazi.
Let's take a shot. That. Let's just take a shot because I'm trash.
Is it going to be a full shot or is it going to be a half shot?
I'll take a half shot.
Oh,
is that good?
That's a full shot.
Ed,
okay.
Drink you under the table. So.
It doesn't count. It's only 44.
Let's take a okay.
Let's proof. Didn't we discuss this?
All right.
Mine's
You
real.
guys wait for me to get in on this.
You bet. You bet. What proof is your? What proof is that?
I don't know.
What are you drinking?
Wow.
Oh wait.
She's got like top shelf. Yeah.
Oh, it's tequila.
Oh wow. She's wow.
Yeah.
It's tequila. They say it's so
she's
good.
Got the good.
You know. Yeah, the good tequila.
Here we go.
It's a mezcal that you don't even need a lime.
That's for sure.
Oh. All right, let's clear the air here. We have something fun planned for the end of the show. Oh my gosh, I apologize. Roger typically does some amazing top 10. I think today we have a fun, top 10 that actually will go beyond 10 because there were just so many good ones or whatever. Roger, I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, Andy. We're sitting there the other day and they just started going in our production chats and we just start typing and we're just laughing and like just creating, I guess. And we came up with the top 15 things. There were too many. We had like 21. I had to narrow down 15. I couldn't get rid of any more. The top 15 things that take longer than Sue Robinson handing down her verdict into Deshaun Watson. Sorry. These are the top 15 things that take longer than Sue Robinson handing down the verdict into Deshaun Watson.
Let's go.
Number 15, the amount of time that it took for Brandon Whedon to find his way out from underneath the flag. That took just as long as her coming down with this verdict.
He was under there a long time.
It was a big flag. It was a big flag.
Commercial break. Number 14, the amount of time it'll take the Steelers to beat the Browns in their newly minted yeast infection medication sponsored stadium, Acrisure Stadium. Acrisure Stadium. It sounds like it's a medicated, like, itch cream. That's what it sounds like. And you can't go wrong. Suppositories, cream, ointment, it doesn't matter. They have it. The Steelers have that.
Now.
Number 13.
Number 13, the time it takes Ed to chug a beer. Ed, you got a beer?
That was a good one.
I got a White Claw.
You've been drinking that same White Claw the entire show.
This was number 12. Number 12 is the time that elapses between me hearing the spit, sip, chug statement, me eventually predictably sipping, and then finally answering it. Takes about, there's a lull.
We come up with like 28
number
minutes
11.
of content, and the
The thing
remaining
is, you guys
38
write-
minutes is Roger, thinking. Sorry.
You guys write these things about me, and like an idiot, I retype them and then write them by hand on cards and still read them. That's the abuse that I put up with there. Number 11, the amount. This is a new one. I took one out. I put this one. The amount of time that goes by that Jacob Roach will gag on an almond skin before getting a drink of water on Barking Browns. I thought he was going to die the other night. He was like, he ate some almonds and it was like stuck in his throat. I'm like, dude, get some water. Because you could tell I had one. The same thing happened to me on here. I couldn't
Why
breathe.
you watch Barking Browns? You never know what's going to happen. You might die on the show. It's great.
I had it happen to me, and I was like, I felt bad for him. I was like, man, I've been in this. It wasn't almond skin, but something got stuck in my throat, and I couldn't breathe. About 10 minutes on the show. I made it, though. Number 10. I forgot that we're still doing the top 15. Number 10. The amount of time that it takes for Browns fans to realize that Hugh Jackson wasn't our savior, but he was just a giant short bus school driver douchebag.
Special ed. Special ed.
He's driving the bus. Number 9. The amount of time that it takes Dawg Chug to go from 6 fans to 7.
Yeah, it's
gonna be a while. This is kind of related.
You know what? I want to say this. You bet. You got us numbers tonight. I think your bet's bringing in huge numbers.
Number 8 is
he went
the
from
time
6
that
to 7.
Dance party. I like it right there in the middle of the top 15. Number 8, the time that'll pass before tonight's guest, Yvette, watches another episode of the Dawg Chug.
Yeah,
It'll be, there might be, I can't blame her.
True.
Tonight, I'm not
My
going to
name's
falter.
Yvette.
What the fuck did I agree to be on?
Number 7, the time that it takes Andy to close the show.
Yeah, it takes me a long time to close the show.
We have number 6 is a video from Dan, and it's coherent Dan, which isn't as fun as inebriated
Right.
Dan.
I've got the video.
I'm disappointed in Dan tonight.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, there
Okay,
we go.
this is Dan's answer.
Well,
Can everyone see that?
producing.
The time it will take is still less time than I have before I depart this world. Amy paid me to say
Bye,
that.
Dan. Bye.
The time it will take.
I like Dan better when he wasn't sober.
We got Dan.
I've never met Dan before.
Yes.
We got Dan signing up pallbearers on the Dawg Chug.
At least I
Number
didn't
5. Number 5. The time that it would take Nick Carnes to tweet out 87,000 times. This is a Nick Chubb and/or Myles Garrett stand account.
Love Nick Carnes. Love
Take a
Jacob
while.
Roach. Love the Barking Browns.
If I don't pick on Nick Carnes and Jacob Roach in the top 10, I'm not doing them. Number 4. Number 4. This is a video sent in from Baby Manch. It's a video. It's something that has too pussy to read on live. He said.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, Yvette, my unborn child is. We put a chip inside of my wife that can read his thoughts and display them on the computer. So he's gonna read number 4.
Hey, hold on. You put a chip inside of your wife and your unborn child.
Yes. Yeah, and it's gonna read the thoughts of my unborn child on our show because he's like been a personality. Anyway, here we go.
But congratulations.
The time it take any Browns fans' sons that were named Baker to realize they have a pathetic loser for a father.
Oh, whoa.
Baby
Whoa!
Hold on, Baby Man. I
That's
got a
what you're-
friend.
Making your unborn baby listen to?
He's a foul-mouthed little Andy.
No, he told me if you name me fucking Baker, I will kill you in your sleep. I will murder you. He said absolutely not allowed to happen, but ultimately, yeah, he's basically saying that
I got
anyone
friends.
named their kid Baker, it's
That's
cool.
I got friends that have done that. Dogs. One guy
I
named
know
a
some
snake.
friends that named their dogs Baker and Barkville. Or what?
Ooh.
You know, ironically, I'm driving to
I know
work and
somebody
Ken
that
Carmen
named
was talking about it
Never
today,
mind.
and I was like, Baby Manch. Number 3.
Wait, sorry, Ed,
Me
what are you
neither.
saying?
What did you say, Ed?
Did you see someone name their
We
dick that?
can't. Num-
Ed, what are you saying?
She said Yvette said something about naming their dog Baker, and their. Never mind. I'm not going there. I'm not
know a lot of
going there. I know somebody.
Well,
that
you're
named
going to
their
interrupt the show, and you're not going to have the balls to say what you want to say.
Fuck it. Named their baby Baker, and you know what? We've gotten into it before, but much to know who
You
they
named
are.
your baby
And
Baker?
I know somebody that named their baby Baker, where they're from, but they're from the South.
Yeah.
It's a cute name. It's a cute
It's a
name.
good name. What, I don't
Bet
know what the problem is.
It's a good name. It's a
It's
good
a
name.
cute name. It is a cute name.
My cat's name. I mean, that doesn't count though. I mean, Miles is an awesome name.
Hell,
Hey,
Ed named his 12th personality Baker. So
Ed,
sorry,
yeah.
I
Rob.
did.
You're moving on to number 3.
I got number 3 is I got a DM from a fake account that was smothering in Grove City, and this is number 3. The remaining time Kelly has left before realizing her dream of kicking Ed out once the kids leave the nest. That was sent in from an anonymous account of suffocating in Grove City. I didn't write that.
Moving
Number
on.
two.
Moving on.
I wrote that. It was a funny line. She's gonna leave you as soon as the kids go to college.
I didn't write that.
Finally, I can get away
I'll
from
still
him.
have to pay Andy. I'll never. So it doesn't really matter. Just we're moving on.
The longer it sits in my inbox and on my notes, the longer I have to toy with them, and the more I do. Number two is the time that it took the war tribunal to convict the Nazis in Nuremberg. There was 3 out of 5. There were 3. It takes a long time. There were 3 out of our 5 fans that thought I was going to call her a Nazi tonight.
Her?
Huh?
Me?
Sue Robinson.
No.
I said Sue Robinson a Nazi tonight.
Oh, wow.
Never mind.
Because we have a theory in the Dawg Chug that
I call everybody Nazis.
Dee
Like all these
Haslam
people.
is a Nazi. We're not sure
Yeah.
if it's true. We're not.
So I call it.
It's not true.
As far as I'm concerned, everybody's a Nazi. I call everybody Nazis.
Fair enough.
So if you're just tuning in, I'm not. It's everybody.
I think I'm gonna do another shot on that late dude.
Oh, I met the judge, Sue Robinson. Normally, I would call somebody like her a Nazi during the top 10. And the number one thing that takes longer than Sue Robinson to hand down the verdict on Deshaun Watson is Roger Goodell scrubbing all the massage therapists from his Insta account. That took longer than her handing down all the.
Let's do a shot.
I'll jump to that one.
From now on, I'm just going to read 1 through 5 when you guys give me 15. That's it.
You know what takes
That took.
Oh,
Wait,
that were good.
that actually took longer than Sue Robinson deciding on fucking Deshaun Watson.
That's the joke. That's why it's hilarious.
Oh, I know. Thank God. Thank God for Twitter.
Thank God.
It is taking a long time, and I feel like we're not going to get a anytime soon. I think it's going to be
We did pretty
way off.
good. It's 5 after 11. Yvette was awesome tonight.
Thank you, guys. I had a
Yeah.
fun
Oh
time.
my God.
I have no idea what happened. Okay. What the fuck did I
fact that you,
do?
the
I
fact
got
that
drunk,
you-
that's for sure. Now what?
I feel like
I'm gonna start junk texting.
I've watched
just-
Eric
I'm gonna
Andre.
go into my DMs tonight. Here's my cash apper.
Has anyone seen the Eric Andre show on? I think it's Comedy Central or whatever. Anyway,
No, I
it's a
haven't.
show where a hilarious guy named Eric Andre pretends he's on a talk show and like just has people on so he could fuck with them. And I feel like Yvette's reaction to our stupid show is similar to some of Eric Andre's guests doing the Eric Andre show. So I hope you had fun. I'm sorry if this was
I had so much fun.
good. Will you come back on again in the future is the question.
During the Brown season.
Only, yes, of course. I had a great time.
Let me ask you
It
this.
was so much fun.
Do you go to Browns games during the season? Do you make the trip north to go to some games?
You know what? I'll make that full hour drive, you know.
Yeah, the hour
Long
drive. I know.
hour drive to Cleveland. Of course I go to the fucking games.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to bring Ross
Yeah,
on.
I'm that girl that's like all drunk and stupid and starting fights with people and shit.
Sure. Appreciate that. Ross has one of the best tailgates you will ever see. I want you to come experience it, evaluate it, and you'll be blown away how organized. And if you like playing Nintendo, do you like playing Nintendo Switch? Because if you do,
Well, I'll tell you what. I can beat Mario 1 if I take like the warp 2 to
You're
4.
saying-
what is it?
Well, I can make Mario 1 happen to
Then
the
to
tailgate.
8,
Don't worry.
And then I do the Dominic maneuver. Ding, 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 ding. Remember the original Nintendo, though, not Switch.
Oh, yeah,
Yes!
I can make Mario happen at the tailgate. I got the TV set up. I got video games. Yeah, I got food.
the Dawg Chug is going to have a like a base of operations. Everyone that's into the show, like the 6 people. If we get to 7, that'll be amazing. We're gonna have, Dawg Chug glasses. We might even have Dawg Chug merch beyond glasses. It's gonna be amazing.
Andy will be drunk.
Wow,
I'm so drunk right now. So
I'm
drunk too. I
gotta say this with Yvette. I got it real quick, guys.
So
Yeah.
every time
You know what? I
Yvette.
want T-shirts that say.
I watched it back and I was like talking like this the whole entire. Sorry. I'm Puerto Rican too. I'm 100% Puerto Rican. This is how we talk. We talk like that. I call myself a Puerto Rican though, because I'm like the white hair. What's up? I'm Yvette, but I am actually 100% Puerto Rican. I'm drunk. Thanks. It's your fault.
Yes.
It always is.
Let's take a poll. I'm drunk. Yvette, are you drunk? Ross isn't drunk.
You just said Ross is, a little.
Just 4 beers.
4 beers. What? Oh, I didn't know you had that many. Whoa.
He hasn't been on tonight, and all last week he wasn't on, and I missed Ross, and he wasn't even on most of the night tonight. And he was on vacation last week. He missed a week.
I blame Ed.
Yeah, no, we got to find.
Where were you doing?
Jesus Christ.
Nintendo
I was producing,
Switch.
which means I was watching and making sure I didn't have to mute Ed. Because when things get out of control, I usually mute
I want
Ed.
Shout out to Yvette because
Yvette.
lately,
Say it right.
Ross.
Ross.
Here's that fabulous ending that we have.
Are we still on?
Ross. Have I been posting thirst traps lately? You said the other day in the chat. I don't want to expose the chat.
I think you're asking me because your wife asked you that. You posted like 3 pictures of your face. They were very sexual, and then the next picture was a picture of look how pretty my wife is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say it's a
How
thirst
pretty is,
trap.
how pretty is my shirt right now? Is
Hey,
it Carolina
listen,
blue?
Does it have Mayfield written on the back?
I immediately thought of John Elway when I first saw the picture. Honest to God, in the blue shirt, it reminded me of something from the 80s that he wore, like a shirt that color with an orange tie. And like first glance, I was like, I was like, oh, that's it. That's not John Elway.
Don't talk about John Elway.
I DM'd Ed today. I DM'd him, and his secretary got back to me. That's how busy Ed is. She said he'll have time for you between 4 and 4:33. Fucking Ed. That's how busy he is.
I think that's his secretary in China.
China. She's huge.
China.
He pays her $1 a day.
$1 a day. Cheap
All his
bastard.
Patreon money from barking Browns goes to that secretary.
Hey, Andy, are we still in?
Yes, we're still in. How are we doing?
How are we doing?
We're doing great. Let's come up with an ending now. Let's write one now.
Gotta
All right.
put a cap on it.
Big Mitch did
Can I ask
one.
you guys a question?
Yeah.
Like, who do you think has the most punchable face in the NFL?
Who does?
Oh, Mason
Go
Rudolph
first.
is easy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Mason Rudolph.
Aaron Rodgers. I
These
fucking
are a
hate
great answer.
I can't
You bet.
stand
Who's
him.
your?
He just seems like such a douchebag. Like, ew. I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, when I hate somebody, like, I just absolutely hate him. And Aaron Rodgers, I just hate you. I don't know what the reason is.
Yeah, and he got all
Hate you.
hipster and stuff lately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very punchable.
fuck Aaron
I
Rodgers.
used to
Fuck,
love the fact that I see your brother
You got
Jordan Rodgers for no reason.
Aaron
Really?
Rodgers.
Like, you're ugly. Your stupid hair is dumb. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Your car probably have a small penis.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Are we still on the air?
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
He just gives me
You want an ending?
all of that.
We'll give you a
He
fucking
gives me
ending.
all of that. No, else I hate Brett Favre. I think it's because he was like too dramatic. I'm retiring. No, I'm not. That got on my nerves. Like, are you going to or not? Pick it and go. Those are two up there. Sorry.
Yeah,
good.
I think Jackson
Those
Mahomes.
points in, you know?
Ed, who's your punchable face? You got one?
Well, I love what Yvette's question was, but to me, because I'm kind of me, and I've been accused of being the Jackson Mahomes of Brown's Twitter stuff. I'd punch that motherfucker in the face.
I got
Just
it.
the whole Mahomes family, one by one.
You are the Jackson. To be the Jackson Mahomes of Twitter. That's almost like who wants to like drop Pickett for fantasy. It's even be the freaking Jackson Mahomes of Twitter. I mean, I guess I could be the wife of her. What's the wife's name? The blonde bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, what is her?
oh,
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't stand her or the brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
He reminds me of Sideshow Bob. I don't. There's something about him. He's such a pussy. He lets his wife and brother act like that. Anyways, you're not the Jackson Mahomes. You're Mahomes of
Yeah, I think,
Twitter.
yeah.
No, you don't want to be the Jackson Mahomes.
I'm
You're the
I'm not
Ed
Eddie
Columbus
Columbus.
of Twitter. Colors.
That's yeah. Thank you, Yvette. I'm gonna clip that and make that a promo. That was great. That was great. It was huge. I appreciate you. You've been the best guest ever. Seriously.
Thank you.
Okay.
Guys, I appreciate you guys for asking me to be on this show. It's fun. This is my favorite thing to do. I've talked Browns and talk shit all day.
Yep.
Browns
There's
and
no filter on this show, so you don't have to
Oh
worry.
hell no. We throw that shit out the window, Raw. I want to say something about Ross. Here's a story. They asked me to come on the Dawg Chug, and then they fired me. They brought Ross in as a producer. And I don't know what the hell about producing. I don't know shit about shit in my mouth, and I run my mouth very well. And so Ross comes on, and I love Ross. I love his family because he does all the shit that makes the Dawg Chug run. So shout out to Ross. Thank you, Ross.
Ross, you're the best.
Well, thank you,
Ross
Ed.
the best. But
In Columbus.
that's not how it happened. But okay.
Ross, let's
Ross
fucking
owes me
go.
some socks. He's like, oh yeah, you want socks and I never got wear them on the shadow today. Yeah. You're sending them to me.
Yeah, I'll send him over.
All right. Well, Baby Manch wanted to, I guess, sign us off. So if everyone wants to get their drinks ready, We'll hear what he has to say. He's usually a prick. Sorry about that, but let's go. Drink them if you got them.
Can you please shut the fuck up? Try and respect others' times, even if it's only a small number of people. Thankfully, Yvette understands how to say interesting things. Please have her back on and do me a favor and kill yourself. Kill all yourselves, you fucking losers. Drink M if you got M, and hopefully most of you die of liver failure.
Oh, all right.
Whoa. Whoa. What?
Awesome.
This baby man cheer. Fuck you.